All right. So if you want my summary of this matchup, I really think that Yoshi's a character who you kind of have to camp him because Yoshi's really good at parry on the ground, shield drop from platforms, and double jump armor in the air. So if you try to fight Yoshi really aggressively, Yoshi's just going to be like, okay, I will take your attack, and I will do a stronger attack, or I will do my own attack that leads to a combo. Also, I'm probably heavier than you, so it's 10 damage for me, and then I deal 30 damage to you. That's basically me dealing 45 damage to you. You know what I'm saying? Like Yoshi, you got to keep winning neutral over and over. You can't gimp Yoshi. You can't aggro Yoshi. I mean, you can, but only if he's not expecting it. If you spam aggro on Yoshi, then Yoshi could just like shield drop, punish, double jump armor, punish, crowds cancel, punish, parry, punish. He has so many ways to defeat aggression. Probably more than any other character if you are used to his habits, you know. If that said, Amsa is obviously insanely good. And he's just very skilled. I actually think Jigglypuff, I personally think Jigglypuff destroys Yoshi. I know Hbox has said that he doesn't like it, but I think Jigglypuff beats Yoshi pretty solidly. Because Jigglypuff can choose to just not play the game and just camp bear and threaten timeout the whole time. He doesn't have to, but at any moment he could just be like, I just don't want to play the game. You want to approach me? Run into these bears. Anyway, with that said, that's just my opinion. You might not agree, but that's my opinion. So you got it. So like for example, this bear. For example, he did a landing bear. See the rising bear, he couldn't punish. He did a landing bear, but look, he gets punished because he's doing an unsafe bear. Yeah, I know. And look, I'm not saying you have to take my opinion and make it your own. I'm just telling you, hey, this is my opinion. You don't have to make it your opinion. I'm just telling you what I think. Oh, I want to mention something funny. Yoshi's back air. Yoshi's nair is one of the only nairs that are like reverse of what you expect. So you see Yoshi's kick and how his foot is right here, and you probably be like, okay, well his hitbox is probably right here on his foot, under him and stuff. You probably expect that, right? No, it's actually for Yoshi's nair specifically, and this might be the only move in a game like this, or one of the only few moves in a game like this. His hurtbox is bigger than his hitbox in front, or it's like not like his nair in front will lose to other moves a lot of the time, but his nair also on the flip side goes behind him. So it actually has less range than you'd expect in front, and more range than you'd expect behind him. And that's just Yoshi's nair specifically is like this. Find it very interesting. Clearly not what was intended by the game designer. It's like it just shows how like the gamers rushed it in a way, because that doesn't even make logical sense. Xbox really good at these up smashes out of shield, and now you can't up smash out of shield. That's something Amsa does. He does nair to nair really fast. If you try to punish too early, he can hit you with the second nair.
But Amsa definitely bringing the fight to Hungrybox. Contesting that. That's a choice.
Oh, risky. He tried to get under him real quick. Right there. So like right, I'll give you an example. So right here, Yoshi hits him up. Yoshi goes for a double jump read. But here's the thing of Jigglypuff. So Amsa did read that. But the thing of Jigglypuff is you don't... Hbox didn't have to jump here. He did, but he could just jumped up here, and Yoshi would not have had a good risk reward of trying to hit that. So even though he can cover if Puff decides to play the game and move in, if Puff decides I'm just going to jump up here where you can't hit me, or the risk reward of you hitting me is extremely bad, then Puff can do it at any moment. A lot of people don't know that, but I think if you don't care about like how you play and you just only care about the result, Puff's really good at the matchup. For reasons such as those. Oh, that's a cool combo. Down throw egg? Oh, that's kind of... Oh my god, I've never seen that combo. I've actually never seen that combo. That's so funny. And Hbox, why are you drifting into these eggs? Okay, the first one made sense. But you're just holding in. Can't you see him throw the second egg?
It's a very important move.
Yoshi, a lot of characters are like hoping for calling out Jigglypuff's landing, right? Like they need Puff to come to them. They need to like get under Puff. Yoshi can kind of do
Yoshi's so heavy, dude.
mobility and the height of the double jump. You can kinda go up there
Yoshi is like, I think of all the good characters in Melee, isn't Yoshi by far the heaviest?
Yeah, Amsa living is such a high percent that Puff
Usually heavyweights in Melee really suck. So he's by far the heaviest character who's good. The next closest is like, oh wait, no wait, how heavy is Falcon? Is Falcon or is Falcon or Yoshi heavier? I don't actually remember. It's been too long. I honestly forget. I'm not talking about falling speed. I'm talking about like the game weight value. I actually don't remember. Also, apparently Yoshi's way heavier in PAL.
Amsa is always ready for it, seems like.
I think Falcon's heavier in NTSC and Yoshi's heavier in PAL. Oh, and Samus is heavy, but guys, Samus is a lot worse than Yoshi.
Testing these platform shields from
Yoshi's heavier?
Amsa is
Guys, Samus is not better than Yoshi.
testing these platform shields from Amsa, which Amsa is always ready for it.
I think Samus is slightly worse than Yoshi. Maybe more than slightly, actually.
yeah, super fast. That was an up air from the very, very bottom of Fountain, still killing off the top.
Up smash kill, but this is the second highest ceiling in the game. The difference between Battlefield and Fountain is actually extremely small. With Fox's up throw, it's like a 1% difference,
Forward smashing left and
like on Jigglypuff. But
Bakers out there.
it is still technically the second highest ceiling after Dreamland, even though it's basically Battlefield 2.
56.
Think about the precision it takes to throw the egg behind you.
Just in case people don't know that. Also, the magnifying glass is pretty close, which means they'll take more magnifying damage from it quicker. But at the same time, it's also like it's harder to fall under people. It's harder to fall under people. Oh, these are some good mix-ups. I've never seen Amsa do some of these mix-ups. He goes here and he went super low, and then he's pretending he's gonna go up, but then he goes back to ledge. These are two things I've never seen him do. Hey, these are like a bunch of new. I mean, maybe it's because I never watched Amsa HBox sets like that. I never studied this, like there's matches.
Got the double jump armor out? Is that what happened on that up smash?
Only explanation.
Like 200%, Yoshi went nowhere.
The old aerial crouch cancel.
But right now,
Amsa trying to make a wall attacks. Down throw is just gonna try. He's gonna see what cheese he can get.
opening.
He needs to look for something big.
Looks like not much off that down throw.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I really don't get too much. You don't really get too much on a lot of
Yoshi is a high tier. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really like
Yoshi and Pikachu are high tiers.
kind of gonna be golden. You're kind of gonna be able to reset.
I think Samus is borderline mid tier.
Oh my god, what's the
Trying
punish?
to go for drill rest, which
No way!
Oh, that was a good idea. So Amsa did the fair, but Amsa knew that Hungrybox would crouch cancel, probably because Amsa watched their sets together, and in the past, I bet you anything, what happens is Amsa watched old matches of him versus Hungrybox. He watched how he would punish rest, and he realized HBox is always crouching, so he decided, oh, HBox always holds down here, so I can just get a fair jab reset. And then, of course, after that, up air into whatever is the best. If you got the fair, it would have been best. So all of that makes a lot of logical sense when I think about it.
Yeah, this is comfortably Amsa's game right now. It's his game to lose.
I was gonna say it feels like it's a bit harder for Hungrybox to get rest on.
I feel like Xbox is at the point where he's just going to hold forward and then camp harder in the future games. However, I have also not watched this set, so I just could be wrong. He might just try to F smash and end it.
Yeah, the big thing is he's not getting like these knockups like up air on you.
Oh yeah, he goes for. Oh yeah, Xbox goes for down air up smash a lot on floaties, specifically floaties.
Forward air. So it ends up trading, and so you can't even do like up air rest from HBox's end. But honestly, man, eggs are the MVP.
Yeah, he just wants to go. Let me just go to the next game, save my energy.
And Amsa really showed
I do know the result of Game 5, but I have not watched the set.
these grabs are like not that threatening.
Yeah, they mean nothing.
It's really not.
no
Other
confirmed.
than the grab,
What do I
make shield.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Hitting the shield. FD is really good against Yoshi because Yoshi relies a lot on platforms, and FD takes the platforms away.
Other time,
His unique shield.
yeah. I'm not sure if I like caught that other times that these two have played, but there's just
And no shield poke either.
yeah,
Because of his unique shield.
yeah. I'm not sure if I like caught that other times that these two have played, but I just feel like if Yoshi can comfortably relax and shield on the ground, that's a big deal.
One thing Amsa does a lot, he's really good at, he does the full hop back air when the opponent's at a low percent, because it leads to big combos. Thank you, and Epic Gamer 69 for the resub. Gaming.
Oh man, and then the double jump.
Amsa's never beat 8 spot. Yeah, Yoshi's way worse on FD in other stages.
Just negatively being traded for HBox.
Wow, did that egg do nothing even though it hit? Sad.
Tries to armor to hit, but it mainly works because he held in.
Okay, Hungrybox finding some openings. Yeah, see, he's down with that.
Yeah, he's getting so much space when it gets the light shield hit. Just resets.
Let's go. Oh,
Gimmicks! That's like one of those things that only are good because not enough people... Okay, this is one of those things... See that rollout? I'm gonna be straight up with you. I think one of the reasons that's a real move. Not only is it way better on FD than other stages, but I think it's partially because there's not many Jigglypuff players in general. So since the character itself is so rare, then every interaction that happens with said character is also more rare. So he's probably not sure exactly how good or bad a certain tactic is. So like he Cancel got caught off guard by not knowing how good or bad roll it is in this particular situation. That's a real thing people don't talk about, but it's actually important in competitive games.
Ever even played for $6,000, you know?
Not many.
Oh, another thing.
Ever even played for $6,000, you know?
You see this? Not many people know about this. It looks like he's going to get grabbed, right? Well, okay, well, this is not the best example because Amsa was technically behind him, which is weird because he looks like he's in front of him here, but he's technically behind. But it's not the best example, but even let's pretend that he was in front. Yoshi's parry. Did you guys know that Yoshi's parry is even a bigger window against specifically grabs than it is on attacks? I don't remember the exact frame data, but I do know that if Yoshi parries, he has a big window to avoid grabs, but he only has a small window to avoid regular attacks. I thought that was very interesting. I remember learning about that a few years ago, and I was like, holy crap, that's so weird. And I was like, oh man, that's why it's so hard to shield grab Yoshi, because like he has this big window to parry, but yeah, I don't know why it's like that, but Yoshi's really good at avoiding shield grab specifically, just because of that programming reason. Yeah, I don't remember all the details of it, but that is something I heard. If somebody's a Yoshi player in chat, feel free to give me more information on this. I definitely heard about this. And if this is also wrong, feel free to correct me because I want to know the facts too.
Not many.
Yeah, well, the biggest prize pools even back in the day that was like first place at most.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have a recollection that Evo 2013 was like 3K or something.
Yeah, no, I was about to say it's like double or triple Evo first place.
That's so crazy.
Yep.
Insane.
Armada kicking himself.
Xbox has been doing downer to downer a lot lately.
Get this money.
Is that a true combo? Is downer to downer a true combo? I mean, I know downer to up smash is, but is downer to downer also true? I'm actually not even sure myself. Or is it just like a mix-up?
I like how Hungrybox is challenging the eggs from ledge. I think it's important to at least keep Yoshi honest, not let him get away with that. It's a little risky, but if he could trade with them and then try to test his timing.
Yeah, I'll try to put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the distance that he's keeping on stages to just kind of clank with those eggs.
Does Marth's Nair auto cancel even if fast fall? Yes, the answer is yes, Murphy, but only if you do the Nair rising. So if you do a rising short hop Nair, then even a frame perfect fast fall will still be good enough to auto cancel. And that's something I do a lot.
So bad, right?
Not every time, but something I do a lot.
Aerials, but 22% is not the end of the world.
Now Xbox is just trying to survive, not get hit, but Amsa gets some of the up smash.
I have no idea how he's going to get such a rest.
What it makes it look like Hungrybox was,
Amsa has some new egg tricks. Amsa has a lot of new egg tricks specifically.
Hungrybox was, trying to counter Amsa jumping away, but Amsa just sits
Oh, rest.
trying to counter Amsa jumping away, but
Empty lands,
so it looked like Hungrybox
because
was,
Amsa's trying to parry
counter
the
Amsa.
aerial, so he does empty lands.
Sits there. What
And this time, he uses up air to try to read him. Okay, I think you're going to jump now. I think you're going to jump now, so I'll go for a jump hit.
He crouches the up tilt and then waits for Amsa to try to jump.
Oh!
and catches the jump.
That was so good. Oh, that was so smart. I mean, it starts off basic, but then it gets a little... Let me see. So he does that. So it's basic fair. Okay, it's okay. Let me think about this. Let me think about this logically. 1 second. Parries 1 to 5 frames with jump out of parry. 6 frames possible without jumping. Stacks, I don't even understand. Can you rewrite that? Rewrite that in a better sentence. As I said, I don't fully understand. I just know parry is really good with Yoshi. But Yoshi parrying requires him to predict you. So if you can move in like ways that he's not expecting, throwing out your moves and timings that he's not expecting, being, not super basic, then if you play super basic and in a way that other people play, the Yoshi player is going to be like, oh, well, I'm used to everyone playing the same in this type of situation. So I'm just going to parry. Oh, I hit the shield. They're going to shield. I'm going to parry, stuff like that. So you want to be a little not the same as everyone else, doing different timings, and that'll make it harder for Yoshi to get the parries and stuff. So right here, fair, and then up tilt. And then Amsa knows Yoshi's Hungrybox is always holding down, so you just do jab. So it'd normally be fair up tilt into a combo, but because HBox always holds down after rest, it's just C stick down. Just hold down or C stick down. Then you just do the jab, and after jab you always do the up air. That's like the flow chart. Then you go for a fair, yeah. And then right here he knows he can't get the hit, so he knows he got the tech roll. So you do this, and you do this hitbox, and Amsa's best chance here is to go for a shield poke on Jigglypuff's ear. And through all this, you got 0.68. So fair up tilt, but then it's Hungrybox, so he's always going to do the jab. So you get up air to nair, and then you realize you don't get a follow up. Put a nair above in case Hungrybox jumps and gets hit. Upper chance, shield poke. Hungrybox could avoid that by light shielding, but he didn't.
Almost was like Amsa was totally fine to get rested. He was just like super ready to.
Pound. Hungrybox trying to change the timing a bit.
My goodness.
Fuck around and find out.
And Jigglypuff's shield seems really bad against Yoshi. It seems like Jigglypuff's shield just sucks. Like Jigglypuff always gets shield poked by Yoshi. It seems.
That would definitely kill. Oh, but wait a minute.
Wow.
84.
I do kind of like HBox approaching with drills. That's kind of the counter to Yoshi parrying. Put something up before the parry takes effect. It's a multi-hit move. Yep. Not gonna do anything. Great.
But what does he do against the double jump armors? He's just got to keep...
Right there. I don't know why Hungrybox keeps jumping over Yoshi. Like, if he just double jumps, like, every time... Look, this happened again. Like, just like game 1. Hungrybox is just like, I'm going to double jump fair. And Amsa's always like, I'm just going to jump there just in case you do that. He could literally just hold the control stick to the right and be fine.
Keep trying to build percent to a place where it's not as viable or feasible, like here.
If it's not a rest, Amsa's living to 150 plus guaranteed. It seems like.
That's the
And now HBox just plays the long game. All he has to do is not get hit by heavy attacks. You pretty much just spam the back airs and safe moves, where you just do a move and you hold away. Except when you're trying to full cross him up. And then he's really good at the downers out of shield to try to get a hit.
But this is a big moment.
You don't really need to take the risk he's taken. Yeah, just in case you go high. Is he going to down B? No.
Can't drop this because he's worked so hard to get to this point, right? In terms of building...
HBox usually plays a consistency game here. Because it's a good way to play.
Would have been bad, yeah.
So bad for the set.
You got it. You're quickly.
All right, Yoshi's story. Unironically, or coincidentally, Yoshi's best stage. The reason this is best stage is because the platforms are positioned in a way that are really good for Yoshi. He can move around all the platforms really well. He can also get kills. He can also combo into kills as well. Platform layout is perfect for him. It really is Yoshi's story.
And even Pound not going to be working out here.
Oh.
Up.
Is that it?
See what I mean? See that ceiling? 1 second. Yoshi can parry for 6 frames, but only jump on 1 to 5.
And even Pound not going to be working out here.
So if you
And is that it?
so if you go for all parry, wait, hold up. What do you mean?
His story.
Yoshi can parry for 6 frames, but only jump on 1 to 5. So if you go for all parry frames, you end up in shield and can only shield grab. I don't fully understand Yoshi,
Looking like Fox.
so I don't fully understand this. That's so funny.
There. They just, oh,
Okay, that was really funny. That was really funny.
Time to go to his story.
and even Pound not going to be working out here.
And he covers the. I think Hungrybox stood up normal by accident.
Working out here.
I think. Oh, that was a get up attack.
Is that it?
He went for it, risk.
Looking like Fox.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The strength of Yoshi's story.
Okay, so Amsa does this thing where he just goes on the platform a lot, and Xbox spammed it because why not? It's also really fun if it works.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that.
That was an insane.
Oh, I think dude, I think Hungrybox could have killed him.
Believe that.
If Hungrybox, see look right here.
Oh,
See how Hungrybox got the up tilt? Amsa missed the tech. Hungrybox went for the up air. But if Hungrybox literally just reaction tech chase rest, he's dead. It doesn't matter if Yoshi's heavy. It's the edge of Yoshi. It's Yoshi's story platform. You're dead.
Insane.
Why do you guys hate LSD? LSD is a nice guy. I don't understand how anyone can hate him unless you just hate people for the sake that they're not socially normal. That's not, which is a really bad reason to hate somebody, by the way. I like LSD, so don't be a hater.
No jump.
No jump.
Yeah.
Gets back to ledge. What the hell?
Oh, forward throw? Oh, but and melee, you get your jumps back from throws. You know, you don't get your jumps back from throws in every game.
a stage like Yoshi's really adds so much to how close they have to be to each other.
Hbox, I feel like maybe changing something. Feels like he's getting in much more comfortable.
Up smash? Yeah, he's so good at down or up smash on to kill
Maybe,
floaties.
remembering the Yoshi matchup. I don't know.
Well, I think the big thing that Amsa was doing was kind of spacing outside the back air and then throwing those eggs, right? On a stage like Yoshi's, he doesn't have the room to do that as easily.
Yeah.
Granted, Hbox is also changing up.
Yeah, Amsa read the way. Xbox likes to wave that away to shield. Amsa read it.
That was nice, but I think you're right.
It's rough. Yeah, that's a trade.
Oh! How did Hbox get hit by that egg? It was kind of out for a while, and looked like he just kind of jumped into it.
To it combo. Basically, when Yoshi landing fairs you, that's why he gets a lot of his combos started. There's 2 ways that Yoshi gets big combos. Well, there's 2 main ways. 2 of Yoshi's big tricks to get big combos is landing fair into a big combo or full hop back air. Both of these are extremely deadly when you're at the low percents because they take you from a low percent to a mid percentage very quickly.
Shy Guy blocks it
The Shy Guy blocks it,
today.
always interfering with Yoshi's plans.
Jump, and then he does the back air. So that is going to add up quite a bit.
I was throwing some great eggs.
Down smash not hitting?
Right,
Yeah,
he did
that
it
was an
reverse.
accidental turnaround, I think.
Yeah, that's
Living, one more will kill now.
Oh,
Nothing?
Looked like maybe is that what we call it, a parry when the grab whiffs? Yoshi can actually like
Yoshi
block
can't
grabs,
parry
crazy.
grabs. Yeah, that's correct.
And it just looks like a glitch, if you ask me.
Right.
Oh, is
yeah.
he living?
oh.
Living, wow.
Cannot believe he made it back down. Hungrybox,
Yeah.
getting wise. to
Now,
the-
Xbox is like trying to get a. Now, Xbox is actually starting to play the matchup more right near the ends, but
The very last part of that neutral air hitting.
he's at kill percent. Oh, yeah, and it's the shield pressure.
Yeah.
Nair, down smash. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you try to act right away, Yoshi has the frame advantage. So it's scary because when Yoshi hits your shield, he has the advantage. He has a mix-up game advantage. Nothing's guaranteed, but when all mix-ups are considered on both sides and human execution error, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, reset back to neutral. Just roll out of there. Yeah, get out of there.
Nice shield.
Playing so careful.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Amsa wins this. Oh, no! Well, he was at 160, so it's not a big deal.
Hungrybox only taking 11% that whole time.
That was maybe gonna be up
Amsa's trying to protect himself, saying, H-Box, I hope you get bored and approach into my egg. Makes a lot of sense, though. So, Amsa doing self-defense options. That was a really good pivot egg. So, Amsa's making like a wall, and he hopes that H-Box holds into the wall. So, here, wall.
up smash, right?
And then he's really good at the top platform.
That was maybe gonna be an up smash, right?
Makes the wall. Top platform. Yoshi's good there. Comes down quick.
Racking up that damage. This is very good for Amsa.
Yeah.
Make a wall. Go into it, please. Really good pivot egg. Didn't do anything, though. Uh-oh. And H-Box is going to empty land up tilt rest? No.
Grab, that's cool.
Oh, the shield pressure starting.
Amsa knew he was looking for that. Wait. Oh, it's close. Oh! He didn't double jump. You know, guys, the funny part is this might have been an ultimate habit.
Kind of weak pressure. When you really
So right here in ultimate, what you actually do is you before your last move ends in ultimate, you actually press the inputs for double jump fair before your animation ends. In melee, it's the opposite because melee, compared to ultimate offline, is a 8-frame difference, and that's not even including buffering. That's just input delay. But when you combine 8-frame input delay difference of ultimate online to melee, and you add that to what's it called, buffering, then it's very common to make the mistake where you try to do double jump air, but you're used to ultimate, and he did the double jump bear that would have worked in ultimate to buffer it early, so you get it frame perfect for ultimate online, combining the input delay of the buffer system. But then in melee, just being 1 frame off, just messes up your habits. It's just a habit change, habit swap.
Oh, wow.
That actually changed this interaction a lot.
The trade. Oh, doesn't go with the obvious up air there.
Yeah.
Oh,
The trade.
oh yeah, and H-Box could have ended this game way earlier. But damn, this is the craziest trade ever.
Up air there.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked this traded. This totally looked... How did this trade? I don't think you guys understand. Like, yeah, sure, Jigglypuff's back air, it's not fully extended yet, but I still don't think that fully extended bears should reach Yoshi on the next frame. Like, yeah, your foot isn't fully extended, and the next frame that it would be extended gets changed into a frame you get hit. But even if this is more extended, I don't know. It just surprises me that hit. That was like, it looks like it more of a phantom hit or a miss than anything. It is disjointed. It's very disjointed, which is why I'm extremely surprised. I've seen the hitboxes. I'm extremely surprised that traded.
Oh, doesn't go with the obvious up air there.
Yeah.
The trade. Wow. That was so good.
That was an amazing
Hungrybox was
uses in game. That trade
I think Yoshi destroys. I think Jigglypuff destroys Yoshi, but you have to. But only if you play the matchup obnoxiously and get the lead in camp, because that's Yoshi's weakness. See, that's what I meant. Yoshi does full hop bear at 0%. See, look, get a quick 20, and on fast forward characters that fall faster, you get a bigger combo.
Yeah, that's damage. And
Amsa's just outplaying him these 15 seconds, to be honest.
20 damage off that back air.
yeah, that's damage. And Amsa up 2-1. This is a big counter pick stage for Puff, but if
Yeah,
Amsa
Yoshi's
here,
putting in a wall of egg
it's gonna be
and saying, Hungrybox, get bored, approach me. Approach me right now so that you get hit by my move. But look, despite all Amsa's efforts,
And on a stage like this,
up 3 up airs, hold control stick away, bear, bear, bear. Oh, you missed tech. Bye-bye.
I think the rest was necessary there. It'd take forever to kill Yoshi.
Forward smash, yep.
Yeah, Yoshi should not have a ledge grab limit. Only Jigglypuff should have a ledge grab limit. But if HBox making so much on Twitch, he's never gonna plank like he used to. So we're never even gonna see that again anyway. But
That he did for years.
in a world where HBox never blew up on Twitch and was making his main money off melee,
Different like 2 summons ago, right?
Yeah.
then I suspect that there'd be more ledge play in play in that universe. Thank you. I like Logic for the resub. So
Wow, that air. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The whole narrative was completely different like 2 summons ago, right?
Yeah, it would just be like, oh, Hungrybox playing Amsa. Okay.
How long?
does HBox really not use a C stick?
Somebody could win sometimes.
That's so hard to imagine. That's such a nerf.
Wow, that air dodge come out.
Maybe trying to get that light shield on the platform.
Or
just
attack.
A little bit too late. Yeah, or attack, exactly.
Sorry.
Oh, H-box.
Oh!
Wow.
Out of
Game
nowhere,
five?
Hungrybox with a 3-1 lead.
Are we going to game 5? Oh my.
What? I looked away for a second.
Shield on the platform.
Or attack.
Did you do up to rest?
Yeah, or attack, exactly.
I knew it.
H-box.
Light shield on the
HBox always doing these to floaties, dude.
Yeah, or attack, exactly.
If you're at a low percent against HBox and you're a floaty,
Yeah, or attack,
Sorry.
Oh, H-box.
you're dead. I gotcha. My theory is that when HBox, his whole brand, his whole career and everything was based on being a winner in melee. He would do it. He's more likely to do whatever it takes to get the win. But now that a big part of his brand is making content on YouTube and Twitch and Ultimate and all these other things, he probably feels like the risk-reward ratio of hindering his brand just to win in Smash probably isn't worth it, because the amount of money he could potentially get as a difference compared to the image loss he would go through now that he's making such a big percentage of his income on YouTube and Twitch. Cutting that image down would not be good for a subscriber count, which is most of his income. So when you think of it from a very logical perspective, I don't find it surprising that HBox, quote, got worse, lost online tourneys, and then played more aggressively, also with worse results, the moments that he blew up as a streamer and YouTuber. Now, obviously, this is just a theory. However, the logic, in my opinion, checks out. And from my observations, that is my current opinion. Obviously, that can't be proven. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. But coincidence or not, I think when many coincidences happen, I always try to think of the logic behind why something might happen. You can think whatever you want, elite, more, or minority. I'm just letting you know my opinion.
Sorry.
Oh, H-box.
You don't have to have the same opinion as me. I don't care.
Out of
Game
nowhere,
five?
Hungrybox with a 3-1 lead.
Are we going to game 5? Oh my goodness.
All right, and after that, he just gets a huge lead, and it's only been a minute and a half, and he's up by so much. And HBox is really good at these up smashes out of shield. Now, HBox can just play for the lead now.
Right now.
Yeah, actually. Completely. How did it turn around so much from that?
I know.
Jibril, I don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying that he would be more likely to be abusing the ledge more.
Rested right after it. Yeah, sometimes these things happen to you against HBox. We see double
Specifically, the way he did in 2016, 17, 18.
man. I caught a glimpse.
Well, even in other years. So I noticed now a lot of time Yoshi hits HBox's shield. HBox waits for 2 attacks and then tries to go in. But as you can see, it's really easy to parry grabs. So HBox waits, then waits again, and then Yoshi goes for the parry.
This kind of lead. What we saw in the previous games where the trades were favorable for Amsa, now he kind of has to really pick his positions because
Right.
can't build up too much percent here. Already looking pretty bad.
And now Yoshi, he just has to play the long game well. He doesn't have to take any risk. Don't risk even getting grabbed by Yoshi. Right there, it's an easy kill because you can kill the planking. You didn't even have to do that.
Just gonna break the double jump armor, so you catch Amsa going to ledge, throwing an egg that's not gonna hit you right there. Then you just take the stock that way.
Snow, I don't know.
But now we're gonna go.
All right, game 5.
Just like that, Vish.
Yeah, insane.
I mean, I don't care if you think it's I'm not gonna change my opinion
Welcome to Summit.
because you don't like what I said.
Back.
And we're going to Battlefield.
Smaller stage.
Yeah.
That's
Because then I would be lying to you because it wouldn't be my actual opinion.
Stage in the game.
Then then why even ask me a question if you want me to lie to you?
but
that doesn't make sense.
Shot that
And
And
we're going to battlefield.
Yeah.
All right, landing bear, but Yoshi's always cross canceling because he's super heavy. He does 2 attacks, and Yoshi, HBox has been blocking always 2 attacks, which is pretty common considering Yoshi would frequently do an attack into an attack. He doesn't have to, but it's pretty common enough that's worth the habit.
Randall's nuts.
You could work with Randall.
You can, but
Wait a certain period of time. You could try to gamble if like grabs and everything, but it's risky, of course.
it's not an obstacle course.
Randall's pretty wacky.
Hungrybox taking a quick early percent lead. See how Amsa's going to try to work his way in. Looked a little bit rushed with that nair, but
Yeah, is this nair true?
a little bit rushed with that nair, but
Is this nair true?
a little bit rushed with that nair,
Like-
but
Bam bam. I don't know if that's like. I think Sheik can maybe narrative shield, but I don't know if Puff has anything fast enough.
Amsa is going to be wave landing off of these platforms, right?
Yeah.
Like, Amsa is going to keep doing that, but he's going to keep doing them at tricky timings. And whoever can do the trickier timing
Yeah.
ends up winning a lot of these positions.
They're just adding layers and layers of mix-ups
Yeah.
on each other's game.
They're like tying in rock, paper, scissors over and over again until somebody finally gets it.
yeah, Amsa finally baiting Hungrybox into hitting a shield on the platform.
Ooh, the star protect.
Yeah, those
coming
stars
out.
are so clutch.
Yeah.
Xbox wants to get. Oh, Amsa messed up his wave dash.
And that's what happened.
Got a quick quick dead.
Yeah, Amsa, being so technical, is always putting himself at risk of, clubbing at one point. And Hungrybox making sure to take it.
Close game, but
Yeah, 34.
Puff can stay away with the Puff can stay a good distance with the back air and the up air.
And Hungrybox making sure to take advantage of that.
Oh, wait, that's so up air for you guys who probably don't know this, but just to show you how far up air goes. See how this hit? This didn't only hit, this easily hit. So if Jigglypuff does her up air just right, it actually beats Falco's down air. Have you ever played Melee and just you thought that, wow, Falco's down air is really stupid, it's just beating my attack when I don't expect it to? Have you ever been in a situation in Melee, well, I can't believe Falco's down air hit me, it didn't look like it was going to hit me. That's way too disjointed. Have you ever played Melee and thought that in a random situation? Like, wow, I thought my move would win or at least trade, but nope, Falco down just beat it or just hit me. Okay, so if you ever thought that, just know that Puff's up air beats Falco's down air without trading. Just to give you an idea of what the hitbox looks like. See this? This easily hit. Hungrybox probably could have been a little bit lower and still had it hit. That's just one. This isn't the best example, but it's one of many. It's certainly not as good as like her back air, but it's probably her second most disjointed move, and it's still extremely good. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what I just said, so I wanted to let you know. Thank you, Con Snow, for the resub.
Yeah, 34, just like that.
A lot of pounds from HBox.
3 stocks apiece on this game 5.
Oh, good double jump there.
Wait, who picked this stage? Oh, yeah, it was oh yeah, Amsa picked it.
It looked like
That
he
makes
was
sense.
leading, Hungrybox's drift away, but Hungrybox went the other way.
Oh, catching him
have a jump?
before he can
Yes.
even wave land.
HBox is just winning neutral now.
Oh,
A lot.
Did some damage, though.
yeah. See, do you see what I mean? Remember when I mentioned earlier that I noticed that again in H-Box against Yoshi, you know how H-Box always waits for an attack into an attack? Watch, attack, now he attacks. If Amsa had called onto this earlier, he could have gotten things like grabs, things like neutral Bs, or even down air to poke the shield, or anything that would have been taking advantage of this habit or mindset.
Hungrybox ready for that air dodge.
Amsa,
Oh, tiniest shield too. Typically we see
Amsa's
down
still getting
smash.
his
Shield pressure
Yeah,
sequence.
somehow sneaks it in.
The tiniest shield too. Typically we see
Amsa's
down
still getting
smash.
his damage in, though.
Oh my god.
Sad. That's something I noticed.
That air dodge.
Amsa gonna need a clean kill here. Not let this get out of control.
It's kind of like when you're fighting a Sheik player, and a Sheik always does an attack, an aerial, and then F tilt, or an aerial and down smash, you know? And then you kind of just like, well, I should just wait for the, I should just Like, have you ever fought a Sheik that's just low-level Sheik? And they just do aerial and then F-tilt because they're low-level and they don't know what else to do. But they do it every single time. And then if you don't know, like, you get hit by it at first, but then they don't mix it up. Yeah, so that's kind of why, like, you would wait for attack and attack. But it's more optimal if you don't have to. So you want to try to learn the game without having to do that. But it's so common that sometimes you could just revert back to it. But in Yoshi's case, he just has huge advantage from shield. With that said, up smash, dead. Amsa was probably doing some types of inputs. Amsa was doing some type of input that didn't allow him to tech, apparently. Because it's not like Amsa didn't want. No, Amsa definitely wanted to tech. He was probably doing some type of inputs where if, like... So here's why I think he couldn't tech. I think Amsa was doing some type of input where he was already pressing the inputs for, like, double jump nair with an L cancel. Or he was already pressing the inputs for, like, a double jump aerial. He was so caught off guard that he got up smash just before his aerial would have started. But he'd already pressed aerial into the button. By the time Amsa realized, oh, crap, I actually got hit, he had already pressed the input to L cancel with L or R. Because human reaction time is a thing. Even though he might not see it on the screen. And then that means he couldn't tech this because of the 20 frame or whatever lockout window. Or 20 or 40 or whatever. And then so he has to die. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. I just wanted to mention. 22 or something? Yeah, something like that.
He's up a full stock. Yoshi can do this, but the way HBox has been playing, it's been hard for him to even win neutral, let alone take a clean stock.
But here we go.
I don't know why HBox is trying to land on Yoshi.
And we know Amsa, a huge competitor, he does not want to lose. He's going to pull out all the stops if he had more.
HBox is trying to evade to get in. Look, he evade the attack, and now you get underneath. But now he's just going to stall. Like, aerial, hold away. So basically, you just... The aerial, look, aerial, hold away on control stick. And then it's fine for him to do this, because not only does it waste time, but most importantly, it gets the damage increase. So you can just do aerial drift away and stuff a lot. Double jump air, it's hard to hit. You can hit it, but look, that was really smart by Amsa. So he manipulated the way HBox was thinking. This is a really good play by Amsa. He used his movement. He knew what HBox was thinking. He's like, okay, HBox is just gonna... He's just trying really hard not to get hit. So I can call... It's kind of like calling the bluff. He called the bluff. He knew HBox is in a defensive mindset. So he knows he can do something that would normally be risky, but is not as risky since HBox has a higher chance of jumping or shielding, which is wave landing to his platform to get a superior position. This isn't a direct punish, but it gets into his space. Now that he's in his space, he can do mix-ups like this. And then he could... It puts HBox in a situation where he has less options, and by having less options, he has to, he has Amsa has a better chance of getting that move he's trying to get. It's kind of like what Mango does to people a lot, if they're like trying to get understanding how they're thinking.
To counter the shield pressure have been so good.
They're just working so well.
Amsa reading the up smash.
Get ready for it that time. HBox are just working so well.
And Yoshi's down tilt has a fixed knockback. The one time Amsa killed me at 0% of down tilt, and he won the set because of it.
Amsa reading the up smash. Get ready for the shield pressure have been so good.
They're just working so well.
Amsa reading the up smash.
Get ready for it that time.
HBox swings and misses, but no punish.
What a read.
No.
Ready for it that time.
HBox swings and misses, but no punish.
What a read.
Was that on get up attack? This guy's nuts.
A little bit more damage and an up air.
That's close.
Not quite in KO percent yet.
Give us some
Amsa's coming back a bit.
a little bit more.
HBox doing the downer. Is he going to go for downer up smash as a kill? He's using eggs in different ways. He moved back with this one, but HBox predicted he would use this egg.
He needs like 2 more eggs.
He saw, Amsa's using white egg. He might use 2, and he went in.
Dash attack right in there. Yeah. Staying relatively low to the ground as
Yeah, he's trying to get it. As I said, he's always fishing for downer kill when they're at the kill percent. Oh, that's that set. And Yoshi has limited options out of shield, so higher chance you're going to roll, and you get downer up smash. All right, so that's those are those sets.
Floor. This is the most intense room of all time.
God.
Just a reminder, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube later, if this gets uploaded, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to the channel. If you're watching this on Twitch, consider subbing, supporting however you can. That would mean a lot to me. And if you want to get really good at Melee, consider signing up for my coaching. If you press exclamation for my coaching in Twitch chat, or in my Twitter bio or YouTube description is also the link. Metafy.gg or metafy.gg/@Mew2king. You can sign up for Melee coaching or Ultimate, and I can help you a lot to get better.